Bitcoin just flashed red on the legendary Gaussian channel right here, just as we're about to rally up to it. Here's what it means. Here's what you need to know. Welcome in if you're new. My name is Steve. Hit that subscribe button right now, and let's jump straight into the video. Oh, first, if you're not following already on the Twitters, go over there and follow Crypto Crew U over on the Twitters. Now, Gaussian channel is legendary. The Gaussian channel has helped us correctly predict a lot of calls. But let's be honest, the Gaussian channel has been green literally since June 2016. Literally, it's been green for years. And Bitcoin has done a very large rally, right? Coming off that low of 15.5K and rallied all the way up, and we just flipped red. So what does this actually mean? Is this going to be devastating? Is this going to plummet prices? I'm also going to cover, this is the weekly Golden Cross Death Cross. And for Bitcoin's first time in history, we're about to have a death cross on the weekly. It's never happened before. At the same time, we just flipped red from the Gaussian channel. That hasn't happened since 2016. So what does all this mean? Right? What does it mean for you? Should you panic? Should you sell now and buy when we go a lot lower? I'm going to get to all of that, as well as when we're projected to have this cross. In this video, we're also going to cover here. This chart tells us when the biggest moves of the year are going to happen, and we're getting very, very close to that. So let's start here. Gaussian channel. So right now on the 2-week Gaussian channel, right? The 2-week Gaussian channel, when you zoom out, it looks like this. For almost the entire time on the 2-week Gaussian channel, we're green. It was only a short period of time during the 2015 heading into 2016 that we were red. So is there any similarity here? Can we take any evidence from this fractal pattern to compare it to what we're seeing today? One thing we can unequivocally say is that Bitcoin has never fallen below the Gaussian channel in prices on the 2-week chart. Yeah, we wicked through a little bit here. Yeah, we wicked through quite a bit here. But in terms of like actual candles closing below as resistance to a 2-week Gaussian channel, it's never happened. That's not my opinion. That's just a fact right in front of us. And by the way, if you're new to our channel, we just cover the facts. Straight, cold, hard facts. We don't take paid ads. We don't take anybody's money to promote any crap. No money is coming in from ads ever on their channel for the past 5 years, and that will continue. But at the same time, Bitcoin has closed below here on this 2-week chart. At the same time, we're actually closing below here on our weekly chart for the death cross. You can see this red line here at the bottom. Beautiful support in 2015, beautiful support at the bear market in 2018, beautiful support during the COVID crash, and now it's resistance. So at the same time, we just flipped red on the Gaussian channel. At the same time, we're having our first candles close below, and at the same time, we have this death cross. And also, at the same time, the whole world and every single smart person on planet Earth in the world economy is saying that 2023 is going to be a devastating bloodbath. So what does all this mean? Is this just the foreshadowing of what's to come? We've never been below in these levels, right? So let's break it down. When we changed red, we've got to look left. And we have to understand, when did we do it last time? Why did we do it last time? And for how long did we do it last time? And what did it mean last time? Well, we've always compared the 2022 fractal pattern to the 2015 fractal pattern. They always line up. We've never compared this fractal pattern to the present day. This fractal pattern did not line up at all. In fact, there was way too much bullishness that came into this fractal pattern. It wasn't short-lived. This was an A, B, C correction, and there's no way around it, right? This is a textbook ABC correction. This was not sustainable. If you watch our videos, we made videos back here calling for a quote-unquote legendary rally. And as we started going into this rally and we looked at all the facts in front of us, we said time and time again, it's not sustainable. This is not sustainable. This is not sustainable. every single person on earth who covered Bitcoin was saying it's sustainable. We're going to go to a new all-time high, new all-time high. We just covered the facts and the charts. And we also covered the top at 14K with the Gravestone Doji. We called that the top was in, and we got a lot of hate for it. And it turned out that that was the top, that was the candle, that was the fact, right? So now if we take this knowledge and we take this wisdom and we apply it to the 2015 fractal pattern, we can say that we had this explosive rally. We fell down into the Gaussian channel. It held us like quicksand, just like the Gaussian channel likes to do. It held us from September 2014, and we didn't get out of it until May 2016. So this devastatingly long period. And we can also say that we changed red literally on that double bottom, right? When we changed to red, it was literally on the double bottom. And that's not us making things up or hoping or praying. This is just a fact. You could see that this was the double bottom, and that's when we changed to red. So we can say that actually when we changed to red, the worst was already over, according to 2015, right? We can say that obviously in 2018 we didn't change to red because we had an unsustainable amount of bullishness come into the market in the ABC correction, and now we just changed to red. So would it line up that when we changed to red here, that this was actually the double bottom, right? We don't know, but we can say that according to 2015, that was the case. And according to 2015, once we changed to red, the worst was over. So maybe the worst is over, right? That's one way to look at it. Another way is like, well, how about these candles? Because they're closed below. In terms of the candles closing below, we simply did not have the bullishness at the top, and we had our first ever double top. And a lot of people get this mixed up. In terms of technical analysis, a double top doesn't mean it goes to the exact price. Oftentimes, they're different prices, and oftentimes on the first top, the second top is usually higher because the markets like to trick everybody, right? When you have an all-time high, and then you followed by another all-time high, people get crazy bullish. That was actually the double top, just like the double bottom, right? This could very well be our bottom, and this could be our double bottom, just like this top was lower than this top. Here, we also had, during these tops, we had incredibly strong bearish divergence. And during these bottoms, which could potentially be bear bottoms, we've had incredibly strong bullish divergence. So bearish divergence up here at these tops, bullish divergence at these bottoms. You know, things are starting to line up. And if we are correct, and the verdict is still out, we don't know for sure. But if these are our double bottoms, I should be like getting a Nobel Prize for this, for the amount of flack that I've faced with calling these the bottoms. We might be the first person to call this the bottom, and we've been looking for a double bottom. If this actually plays out to be correct, that will be the craziest call I've ever had. And if it turns out to be incorrect, we will learn from it and we will get better. But there is no evidence to suggest it's correct or not correct yet, right? We still have to wait out for a few more months to see how the market plays out. But I have had the same tune for all of these months, right? Nothing has changed about the way I felt. My words are not impacted by anybody's money trying me to get me to say one thing or another. We talk about the facts and only the facts, and always we're on the other side of the fence where it's very uncomfortable. Nobody's on our side of the fence. Everyone's on the other side of the fence, and we go against the herd year after year after year, and it's difficult, but thank you for your support during all of these years. So this is what this chart is saying. It's like, look, we didn't go as high during the bull run, right? And because we had this double top, so naturally we have the same level of correction. It's going to bring us lower. And the same story plays out true in the death cross. That's why we're below this red line. But make no mistake, we have, when Bitcoin looks up, above our heads is very heavy resistance, because these lines have been our support during every single bear market in the history of Bitcoin. So above our heads, very, very strong resistance, and Bitcoin is going to take some time to break through that. So right now, as we stand, our weekly death cross for the first time ever is scheduled to happen in the beginning of February, February 6th to be exact. February 6th, we could have our very first ever death cross on the weekly cross. Now, to play devil's advocate, could this mean that Bitcoin is gearing up for a longer sideways action? Yes, this is something that we covered at length on our channel, that we could have the next 5 to 7 years of sideways action for Bitcoin. I know nobody wants to hear it, but also there are some facts in the charts that are saying that this could very well happen, right? And case in point here, case in point with the candles below here, this could be foreshadowing of some turmoil. And we talked about the 5.3 theory says the same thing. It says that, Bitcoin is going to go through this period of moving sideways for several cycles. And, that's a good thing, a blessing in disguise, because a lot of people will give up and a lot of innovation will come into the market. The smartest people are still in Bitcoin, and they'll develop the next leg to help us get to the next price rise in the bull run. So I'm not concerned. That doesn't mean Bitcoin's not going to have a bull run. It just means the bull run may triple top. We may have a bull run come all the way up here to just below about 70K and triple top, and then go back into a bear market and potentially have more bottoming at this, this kind of 13K, 10K, 15K area. We could have some more bottoming action happening there and just bounce in between that channel for a handful of years. So that's not out of the question. It wouldn't be out of the ordinary given the price action that we see on the chart. Now, I do want to cover this chart. This chart tells us the largest move of every year. Plain and simple. This is our custom indicator. All of our students have this for free. This is the NVT HV indicator, combines both of them, and simply put, when we dip below this yellow line, that's when the largest moves of the year start to happen. You can see we started to form this largest move of the year here, and you can see when it came out here, the largest move came out here, the largest move, and the color tells us everything. When we come out of this move in white, prices go down, and we come out of this move in red, prices go up. And right now we're not quite below that line. We're getting close. We will keep you updated on this, but this is what I see happening in the charts right now. Major flip to red, first time in many, many years, and the first ever death cross coming. And the big picture, I don't think they're really, really bad. I think Bitcoin could move sideways for some years, but I do believe that 2023 will be the start of the bull run for Bitcoin. I just don't think the bull run is going to get us to 100K. So again, those are all really hard to hear because people don't talk like that. They usually say, and hype things up. Bitcoin's going to go to 250,000, and you start salivating and dreaming about it, and then it just doesn't happen. So I'm not going to be one of those people. I'm going to talk straight facts on the charts and what I see, and to keep you level-headed. You never want to get too excited on the way up. You never want to get too depressed on the way down. Continue to be level-headed and invest in your future, and that's how you're going to change the tune of your family's success, right? Peace and love to the fellow underdogs. I'll see you right back here in the next video. Do you want to know when to buy and when to sell? Click this video right now.